Good morning, YouTube. It is with a sad heart today that I'm making this video because Big George Foreman, one of my heroes, legendary boxer, pastor, foreman, or grill selling machine, and one of the nicest, most humble, and wise men on the planet, George Foreman, has died today. And I just found out. I just woke up. So that's why I look so tired right now. I just woke up, and my wife, basically, her fiance, wife, whatever she is, she sent me a picture of it said like R.I.P. George Foreman, and I'm like, surely this can't be true. Like I just saw him at a fight night a few months ago, and he looked really healthy. I thought he sounded really good. He always sounds really good and healthy for his age. I know he's older, but I didn't see this coming. Like I knew this was going to come eventually in my lifetime, but I didn't think it was going to come right now. And it's kind of like losing Ali. Like when we lost Ali back in 2017, that was really hard on me. Obviously, Muhammad Ali is my hero, and but I know about George because of Muhammad Ali, because Muhammad Ali's story wouldn't have been as beautiful and incredible without that George Foreman chapter. And George Foreman wouldn't have become such a beautiful, wonderful man he was, because he was going down a dark path, without Ali stopping him in his tracks and making him reevaluate. After that fight, Rumble in the Jungle, when George Foreman and Ali, or was it Rumble in the Jungle or Thrilla? I don't know. It was one of those two. But either way, they fought. And Ali invented the rope-a-dope that night and defeated George Foreman, the first person to defeat him. And George, like, after a couple more defeats, he ended up, like, dedicating his life to God. He became a pastor. He became a family man, a loving father. He turned his life around. He ended up coming back and winning the heavyweight championship in his, like, mid-40s and became the oldest heavyweight champion to ever do it. And he's just such a legend. Like, he had the power. He was Mike Tyson before Mike Tyson. He had that Sonny Liston power. George Foreman was a monster in the ring, but outside the ring he was such a good man. He was always willing to share his knowledge. He was always willing to like tell you what was on his mind, and he had such a beautiful boxing brain, a beautiful brain for advice on life in general, and he was just a really loving, humble man. He always spoke so lovingly about Muhammad Ali, despite obviously losing that fight, and they really became best friends later in their lives. And George just had a beautiful career. Even if you take Ali out of it, George was one of the most ruthless, destructive heavyweights to ever do it. Like he was a phenom. But I just want to say rest in peace, George Foreman. I want to make this quick video just to basically go over it. I'm not gonna like go on it too long, but I am a little sad, and I feel like it'll be good to get this out there. I forgot to sync my lips though, so my lips are probably not matching perfectly, but oh well. Anyways, let's go over here, and we're gonna go here, and we're just gonna read a little bit of this. So as you can see, boxing legend George Foreman dies at 76. 76. What was the cause of death? Legendary boxer George Foreman, who lost to Muhammad Ali in the iconic 1974 Rumble in the Jungle before reclaiming the title 2 decades later, died on Friday. So it was yesterday. His family announced in a statement. An official statement on the cause of death has not been released yet, but his fans have come up with several theories. With profound sorrow, we announce the passing of our beloved George Edward Foreman, Sr., who peacefully departed on March 21st, 2025, surrounded by loved ones. This is so sad. I just don't understand. Like, he seemed so healthy. He lived a life marked by unwavering faith, humanity, and purpose. Humanitarian and Olympian. Oh, I forgot to mention that. Two-time heavyweight champion of the world. He was deeply respected. That's why I'm making this video, and I'm starting to get a little teary-eyed. A force for good, a man of discipline, conviction, and a protector of his legacy, fighting tirelessly to preserve his good name for his family. We are grateful for the outpouring of love and prayers, and kindly ask for privacy as we honor the extraordinary life of a man we were blessed to call our own, they further added. So, I'm starting to get a little teary-eyed, but it's good because I got to witness the greatness of George Foreman, But no cause of death yet, so hopefully that comes in the next few days, but also respect their privacy. And realistically, George was old. It could have been a number of things, but I'm not going to speculate. But long story short, Big George Foreman has left our world yesterday. One of the most incredible heavyweights and one of the greatest humans in and outside the ring. Big George Foreman has taught so many young boxers. He's always given his advice whenever he sees them at the gyms, or he's got such a beautiful boxing mind and an even more beautiful heart. Like George Foreman, such a beautiful man, an incredible fighter, and you will be missed, Big George. I think what I'm going to do is maybe react to a George Foreman documentary this week and maybe put that up here if I have some time, but I go back to work tomorrow, so we'll see. But definitely, if you guys don't know who George Foreman is, just look up some highlight reels. Like they're as good as Mike Tyson's. George Foreman was that type of guy. He had the power like Tyson, but he didn't need to get down and wind up and like put the power. He would just straight up sit there and just like across his body, and he would knock you out without even like pulling back his shoulder. He just and knock you out. Big George was a monster and a beautiful man, and I'm just gonna keep repeating how great he is unless I end this video. So I'm gonna end this video, but I just wanted to put it out there and pay my respects to you, Big George. I hope, I wish you the best, and I'll keep you in my prayers, and you will be missed on this mortal plane, my friend. The boxing world it's a very sad day for the boxing world. I'm guessing yesterday was, but I didn't hear about it because I was too busy messing with my VR headset, trying to figure out how to play Thrill of the Fight Boxing VR, which we're going to do that later today once I'm not so sad. But anyways, that's pretty much it. Rest in peace, Big George Foreman, and keep his family in your prayers if you can, and I'm going to. And that's it. See ya.